Hi, it's Paul Clark from YOUSRC here, and today we're going to look at example number 7, which I'll just show you here, which is about how to move an image. Lots of games need moving images, so let's take a look at how we do that. So here we have example 7, moving an image, and I've just gone into its workspace area on the YOUSRC website. And before we start looking at the code, let's take a look at what it does. So I'm going to click on the Run App button, and you'll see there's a background image showing elk, and then the foreground image moves from about here across to here. It's the YOUSRC logo. Let's just run that again. So the YOUSRC logo starts on the left, moves over to the right, about 2/3 down the screen. So let's go back to the workspace and let's take a look at the code to see how we do that. Just scroll that down to get a better view. Right, so in this code we declare some global variables so that the computer can remember things. We need to remember the logo image, we need to remember the background image, and I've got another global variable here, xpos, which is the x position or the horizontal position across the screen where we're going to draw the logo, and we're going to move that. And there's just one function in the code, which is function start. I've put it all in one function to keep it easy. Now we've done a lot of this before, how to load and display an image. So we're going to load two images. We're going to load an image called YOUSRC elk back, so that's the elk background image, and you can have that as well, because if you remember, all YOUSRC images, all of our sort of example images are available to you. So take a look in your workspace at your images and you will see YOUSRC elk back. You can load it yourself. So we're going to tell the user what we're doing. We use GFX image load with the name of that image to load it, and then we need to remember it so that when we come to draw it we can tell the computer what we want to draw. So we say let image back equals retval. Remember that image load returns information about that image in retval, just as we did in the previous example. The next thing we're going to do is load the other image. This is the logo that we're going to display on top of the background, and that is also available to you to load. It's YOUSRC logo. And remember, if you want to change these to be your images, just upload an image in your workspace, put your username here and whatever you called your asset here, and then you can put your images over our background, for example. The order that you load these is very important, because you have to load the background image before the foreground image. So the way that we allow you to control what get displayed over something else is the order that you load them in. Okay, so always load your background images and then the next one in front and then the next one in front and so on. And then to actually get the thing to move, we have a very simple loop. So here's some comments to tell you what we're doing, and then we're going to use a for loop. We say for xpos equals 0 to 175, and this code inside the for loop will run. It will run the first time where xpos is 0, and then it will run again where xpos is 1, and then it will run again where xpos is 2, for example, all the way through until xpos is 175, and then it will drop off the end of the loop and the program will finish. So what code are we going to run 175 times? Well, we've got a comment here, draw background, then the logo, and then trigger a refresh of the display. So we used GFX image draw in our last example to display an image, so we call it again here GFX image draw. We draw the background and we're drawing it at 0, 0, or the top left hand corner of the screen, and we always draw it there. However, for the next one, for the logo that's moving, have a look at this. We've got GFX image draw, image logo, so we tell it which image to draw, xpos, and we know that xpos, first time we run this is going to be 0, the next time is 1, the next time is 2, and that's how this thing's going to move. And the ypos is always 200, so it stays in the same position down the screen. And then finally, just to control the speed, we've got two timer calls. So try putting different numbers in here and you'll see what it does. But effectively we do timer wait for 2 100ths of a second or a 50th of a second, and then we reset the timer. If you put different values in there, you can control the speed with which the image moves across the screen. So try doing that and you'll see what happens. So there's the loop. It runs and runs and runs 175 times and then finishes, and that's how you move images. Use variables to control the X, and sometimes if you want to move things vertically as well, the Y position. Repeatedly call image draw to actually put them where you want, and then use GFX show to display them on the screen. Have fun with animations.